Welcome to the deep dive. We take your source material, break it down, and hopefully give you the clarity you need. Today, we're diving deep into something pretty fundamental to the online world, display advertising. For a long time, people just thought of display ads as those, well, simple static banners you see everywhere. But based on the material we've reviewed, their reality is quite different now. They've become this core visual element, highly targeted, really driving digital growth.
Yeah.
So our mission today is to get past those basic definitions. We want to understand the tech behind it, all the data management platforms, the automated bidding, so stuff that makes these ads so precise and effective now.
Yeah, it's a fascinating area because it really blends, traditional visual marketing with some pretty complex data science. At its heart, sure, display advertising is still about those clickable visual ads. You see them on websites, in apps, and increasingly on connected TV and streaming platforms. But the how and why, who sees them, when they see them, that's where the evolution has been, well, dramatic.
Exactly. And when we talk about display ads, it's not just one thing, is it? We should probably quickly map out the main types. Based on the sources, we can break it down into about 5 main categories, each doing something slightly different.
Right. Let's start with the absolute foundation, banner ads. These are the classics. Rectangular images, usually fixed. You see them in sidebars, headers, footers of web pages. They're kind of the workhorses, designed for broad visibility, simple messages, clear calls to action. Pretty much every strategy uses banners somewhere. They're ubiquitous.
Okay, the basic building block.
Then you move up a notch in terms of engagement, you get video ads. Now, the content is obviously video, but where they're placed is important. They might be embedded like a banner, just playing video instead of showing a static image. Or, more commonly now, they get integrated into streaming content. Think pre-roll before a YouTube video starts, mid-roll interrupting it, or post-roll at the end. The idea here is capturing attention when you're already watching something.
Right, when you're already leaning in. Okay, now the sources mentioned rich media ads. I was curious about this one. What makes them richer than, say, just a video ad?
Good question. It's the interactivity. It's the ad unit prompting you to do something specific within the ad itself, beyond just clicking through.
So not just clicking to go somewhere else.
Exactly. Think of an ad that expands when you mouse over it, maybe revealing more info or options, or a playable ad, like a mini demo for a game right there, or even an interactive poll inside the ad. They use more advanced tech like HTML5 to create these mini experiences. It's about active engagement, not just passive viewing.
Okay, that's a significant step up. You're getting the user to interact immediately. Interesting. Then, if you really want to grab attention, the source is pointed towards interstitial ads.
Yeah, these are all about high impact, maximum visibility, you could say. They basically interrupt the user's flow. They pop up full screen, separate from the page content. Usually happens during transitions, like when you're moving between sections of a site or maybe an app loading a new screen.
So they just take over the whole screen.
Pretty much. You have to actively dismiss them to continue. So they absolutely demand attention. Very high impact, but, you have to be careful.
Yeah, that seems like a balancing act. You get the attention, but is there a risk of annoying the user, like banner blindness turning into outright frustration?
That's precisely the tightrope. You weigh the potential high conversion rates against the user experience, overdo it, and people just get irritated. Which actually leads nicely into the 5th type, native ads. These are almost the philosophical opposite of interstitials.
How so?
Their whole reason for being is to avoid disrupting the user experience. Native ads are designed to match the look, the feel, the function of the platform they're on. They blend in with the regular content like editorial articles or social media posts, so they feel less like an interruption, more like part of the flow.
So they look like they belong there.
Exactly. When done well, you might barely notice it's an ad at first glance. It maintains that trust between the site or app and the user, really important for things like content discovery feeds.
Okay, that makes sense. 5 distinct tools then. Banners, video, rich media, interstitials, and native. Quite a range. So let's connect this back. Why are these formats still so fundamental for brands? What are the big advantages that keep them essential in digital marketing?
Well, the first major advantage, strategically speaking, is cost effectiveness. Or maybe more accurately, the flexibility in how you pay for the ads. You're not locked into one single pricing model. This lets you align your spending directly with what you're trying to achieve with a specific campaign.
Right. What are the main models the sources highlighted?
The material points to 3 core ones. First is CPM, cost per mil. That's cost per thousand impressions or views. If your goal is just massive brand awareness, getting your name out there, you might buy lots of impressions relatively cheaply using CPM. Focus is on visibility.
Okay, paying for eyeballs.
Pretty much. Then you have CPC, cost per click. Here, the whole game changes.
Right, because you only pay if someone actually clicks the ad.
Exactly. You pay when a user takes that action, clicking through to your website or landing page. So your objective shifts from just being seen to actively driving traffic. It's a way to manage risk, too. If the ad doesn't attract clicks, you don't pay for those impressions. Great for traffic generation goals.
Makes sense. Pay for the action.
And the third main model is CPA, cost per acquisition. This is probably the most performance-focused. With CPA, you only pay when a specific desired action, a conversion actually happens. That could be making a purchase, signing up for a newsletter, downloading an app, whatever you define as the goal.
So you're literally only paying for results.
Precisely. It's pure performance marketing. You're telling the ad platform, I value this specific outcome and I'll only pay when it happens. This kind of flexibility means you can really minimize wasted spend.
That level of control over a budget must be huge, and it probably links into the next advantages you mentioned, right? Things like reach and recognition.
Absolutely. Because display ads are visual, and because you can place them almost anywhere from tiny niche websites to huge social media platforms, you get